Good morning. Today we're going to discuss about the organometallic compounds of main group element. We have already discussed about the organometallic compounds of transition group element, and they are bonding nature of the metal and carbon. In this lecture, we are going to discuss mainly about the organometallic compound in which the metal is your main group element or you can say metal, and the carbon uh, actually in usually in the organometallic compound of main group elements, they will going to form the bond with alkyl and aryl group, alkyl and aryl or aryl uh, organic group. So this is organic part, this is your metal part, that is your organometallic. Okay, and this bond is your metal and carbon bond. We have many example of this type of compounds, and actually they are very well known, and they are also their importance in the science is also important. Their importance in the science is very significant actually. Okay, they have a significant use in the in science. And examples are the first example is your Grignard reagent RMGX. Okay, so this is your Grignard reagent. So we have already some idea about the Grignard reagent in organic chemistry, because this Grignard reagent here, X represent your halogen, okay, and R represent your organic group, that means alkyl, aryl, anything, okay, and magnesium here. Okay? So we have the idea about a Grignard reagent, and this is used to actually to increase one number of carbon atom in organic compound. So that means this is used in synthesis, organic synthesis. So we can use the Grignard reagent. This is the first example of your organometallic compound of main group elements in organic synthesis. Okay, and I think that you already know about this RMGX in your even your high secondary organic chemistry part. So I'm not going to I don't want to go to the details of the reactions of Grignard reagents. Okay, so you can go to your any organic chemistry book to check their reaction. Okay? And the second one is your tetraethyl tetraethyl. Okay, so this is basically used in your as an antenna compound, and this is also an important example. Okay, so number third is your a tin complex, and this complex, tin halogen complex, actually this one, and this complex is used as an fungicide and also food preservative. And number four is very important. Okay, this one is very important, and this is known as Ziegler catalyst. So sometimes Ziegler Natta catalyst. Okay, so the formula of this one is, this is actually aluminum complex C2H5 3. Okay, so this is the metal is aluminum. So this complex is this organometallic complex is used as a catalyst to in polymerization reactions. Okay, so we're going to discuss in detail about this catalyst, okay, in later class or later part of this class, or in the later class. Okay? So this is a very important examples, and which can be used in the polymerase or polymerization or polymer chemistry. Okay, number five is your some semiconductor materials. So semiconductor materials, we already know silicon is semiconductor material, gallium, indium, they have some semiconductor nature, okay, and they are complex like organic of gallium C2H5 3, okay, and also indium CH3 3. Okay, so these two are actually have some semiconductor nature because of this gallium and indium. Okay, so they are used in the preparation of some compound semiconductor. So mainly we have some idea about semiconductor. I think you know about semiconductor. Semiconductor is that intermediate, okay, of except they are you know conductivity nature is in between your conductor and non-conductor. Okay, so that means they have some band gap. Okay, so in conductor the band gaps, valence band and conduction bands are actually they merge, okay, they merge with each other, so that's why they can conduct electricity. Okay, and in case of non-conductor, the difference between these two bands are very high, that's why it will not going to easily conduct electricity. But here in case of semiconductor, they have some band gap in between the this conductor and non-conductor. That means these are the band gaps is in between this one and this one. So and mainly in many cases these band gaps are in between 1.1 to 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 electron volt. Okay, and mainly in semiconductor 1.1 electron volts, and in titanium dioxide 3.2 electron volt, like that. Okay, so depending upon the electron volt, or that is the band gap, the band gap, the difference between these two gap, actually the difference between the two energy level gaps or energy band, that means the band gap, we can apply some energy. Okay, so sometimes in case of silicon, what we apply, actually if we apply some sunlight having this amount of energy, then this electron can go from here to here. Okay, and this process is not so simple like this one. They also prepare some here. Actually this is a very not a simple process. Okay, it is a complex process. So I'm going to the detail of this one. Okay, but simply they will going to this electron will go from here to here. Okay, if they will going to get some amount of energy, so they can be used as a photovoltaic device. Okay, so semiconductor can be used as a photovoltaic device. Also they can use as a diode or resistor, uh, you know transistor, like that. Okay, so in electronics or in photovoltaics, they can be used. Okay, so that means the semiconductor can be used in to harvest energy, okay, from the sun, and also in the many electronics device. Okay, any computer, laptop, okay, TV, radio. Okay, so that's why this is very important. So we can use this to organometallic compound to prepare some compound semiconductor. So from these examples, we notice that they are important. Okay, that means they have some significant value in the science in the field of science. Okay, so that's why we have to know about them. Okay, how to prepare the preparation part, or the structure of this one. Okay, because we are mainly uh, study now what inorganic chemistry. Okay, so inorganic chemistry means mainly the structure. Okay, structure. So we are going to discuss the structure and the reactivity. Okay, in this lecture we are going to mainly discuss about some structure and the reactivity of some organometallic compound of main group elements. Okay,